Hello, 你们好. This video is to give you some instructions on how to type Chinese pinyin and characters on your phone. I will also introduce some key functions of Wechat that might be useful for our study. So let's first start from typing pinyin and characters. The first step is to add Chinese keyboard to your device. To do this, you need to go to Settings, then hit on General. Scroll down a little bit and you can find keyboard. You see I have already had 4 different kinds of keyboards here. Let's see what they are. So of course I have already had English, and I also have emojis because it's very funny to express your feelings and emotions with them. And then you can find I have 2 different Chinese keyboards. One is the QWERTY pinyin keyboard and another is the 10-key pinyin keyboard. So for our study, the QWERTY pinyin keyboard is a must, and the 10-key pinyin keyboard is optional. I will explain it later. If you can't find the QWERTY keyboard, maybe try the AZERTY keyboard. So this one, AZERTY. Okay, and then you can change it to the QWERTY layout. I prefer using the QWERTY layout because it's the same with the keyboard of my PC. I'm just more used to it. But you can obviously opt for your preference. If you prefer AZERTY keyboard, that's fine. So now you have already added a Chinese keyboard to your device. Let's try typing something on Wechat. Now go to your Wechat and select the QWERTY keyboard. So here it is. Let's type 你好 for hello in characters. So you just type the pinyin NIHAO. You can see the keyboard offers several options and you just need to select the correct characters. The first one is the correct one. Okay, and you can also choose from a range of stickers expressing the meaning of the word you are typing out. Okay, but these stickers should have already been installed in your Wechat. Now let's try typing the pinyin of 你好. We will still be using the QWERTY keyboard. So first type in. And we know the tone mark of 你 is marked on the vowel I. So you need to press and hold on I. And this will prompt up a menu that you can choose the correct tone. So let's choose the 3rd tone. As we know, all the tone marks are put on vowels. So if you press and hold on a consonant, there would not be such a menu prompted. So for example, when I'm typing 好, if I long press the letter H, okay, so you see nothing happens. But if I hit and hold on the letter A for you can see we can choose the 3rd tone for it. Okay, and then let's hit on O for all. So that's the pinyin for 你好 with tones. Well, just to clarify why I would not suggest you use the 10-key pinyin keyboard. So if you go to the 10-key keyboard like this, you can type out the characters easily. But there's no way you can type pinyin with tones. So for example, if you press and hold on the key for A, B, C, you can only choose from these 3 letters without tones. That's why the QWERTY pinyin keyboard is recommended for our study. Alright, now you have already known how to type Chinese characters and pinyin. Let's move on to Wechat functions. There are many useful functions, but today I will mainly cover some essential ones regarding the group chat functions because they would be useful for our Wechat activities. Let's go to our group. So this is the chatting window for our group chat. You can hit the little icon in the top right corner, which will bring you to the settings of our group. And here are our group members on the top. Scroll down a little bit, and now let's first look at the button for search history. Hit on search history. You can see here are several filters. I think files are very useful because you can see all the uploaded slides and also important information, files, documents, and sometimes I will upload guidelines for homework here as well. All right. I think photos and videos are also important because sometimes I will give you screenshots on Wechat and you can check them here as well. All right. Now let's go back. Okay. Sorry, let's go back to the setting. So below the search history, you can find 3 functions that you can choose to turn on and turn off. I would suggest you turn off mute communication because you may miss some important course information and my notifications if you turn it on. And the next one is sticky on top. So this function means our group chat will be sticky on the top of the home page of your Wechat. Let me show you. So if I go back to my home page, I have all the groups related to our course sticky on top, which are darker, as you can see, than those normal groups or chatters. All right. Now let's go back to our group setting. So the one following sticky on top is save to contacts. I strongly recommend you to turn it on because if you don't, you will not be able to find this group later if no one speaks in the group. So please save it to contacts. Okay. And now is my alias in group. So please change your alias into the format English name, Chinese name, and pinyin. If this exceeds the word limit, you can just put the characters and pinyin name there. And changing my alias in the group only means your name in this group is changed. It doesn't change your Wechat name, so don't worry. Okay, and please turn on-screen names on so that we know who the person is when someone is speaking in the group. Because some of us have not uploaded a profile photo yet, and it's really hard to recognize the speaker if on-screen names are off. All right, so here are the settings. Let's go back to the chatting window. Oh, by the way, you can also choose here. You can also choose the chatting background, like choose a wallpaper to make your chat environment more personalized if you like. All right, let's go back to the chatting window. So let's hit on the little plus icon in the bottom right corner, which will bring you to a menu like this. So another useful function I'd like to introduce to you is the favorites, which is here with an icon like a little storage box. So you can store all the information that you think useful or important for you. Excuse me. All right. So, for example, if you think this message I sent to you on the screen, shown on the screen here right now, is very important for you, you can long press this message and then hit on the little triangle on the right and choose Add to Favorites. So add it. Now if you go back to favorites here, you can find the message is already here and you can send it out again later on. To find all your favorites, you can go to, so here's the home page, you go to Me and then hit on favorites. You can find all your favorites here. And you can store like messages, voice messages, files, and also photos, and even the articles from your subscriptions here. All right, so here are all the useful functions.